Salutations, where I'm from, Baby Lemon Creations here, and wait a second, this isn't my usual room. Nope, because right now I'm at Levi Stadium, and for the first time ever, I'm about to see the legendary Sir Elton John perform live on stage. See that? His stage, his piano, all the instruments and stuff. This is so fucking epic. I can't believe I'm about to see him for the first time ever, and probably the only time ever. Either way, I'm hyped AF. Holy shit, you guys. I'm about to see Sir Elton John live on stage. This is so fucking epic. Oh my god. Yo, that's where all the magic happens.
Yeah, that's what that.
There's this piano. That's where all the magic happens. It's funny. It's like a real grand piano, but when he plays it, it's all electric and shit. It's nothing like Billy Joel's piano. His piano's like a keyboard in a grand piano shell. Technology is fun. There it is. There's his piano. You know, last time I saw something this long and black, I was taking a shower. Is this it?
Here we go.
Right, let's fucking do this. I can't believe this is happening.
legs of the American tour, so we better make these shows really special, and we're really, really psyched to be here tonight. So let's get on with it. Thank you very much. I first came to America in late August of 1970. I went to Los Angeles and I played a club called the Troubadour Club. After I left Los Angeles, I came to San Francisco and played the Troubadour Club there. But the Troubadour Club in Los Angeles helped speed up my career. It was a wonderful, unexpected kind of surprise for me. And at the time, I had an album called Elton John. And the first single from that album was called Border Song. Now, at the same time as we released our single, Aretha Franklin covered it and released her version. You can imagine how Bernie Taupin and I felt being two young kids from England, having the Queen of Soul cover one of our songs. We were just, could not believe our luck. And through the years, I got to meet her and thank her for that. And I got to sing with her and play with her and record with her and hang with her, and wow, it was just an amazing experience to be in her presence. And the last show she ever did was for the Elton John AIDS Foundation at St. John the Divine Cathedral in New York. And she was very, very sick. She was this thin, and before the show started, I went backstage and I said, Aretha, let me do it. You can't do it, you're too fragile. She said, honey, I was supposed to do this 2 years ago, and I let you down. I'm doing it. So she came out and sat at the piano like this with the band, and for an hour and 20 minutes, blew the roof off of the cathedral. Those of us who were there will never forget it. It was a moment where you just actually cried because this woman was beyond brilliant. And so I want to dedicate this song to the enduring brilliance of American legend, Aretha Franklin. Blue jean baby, LA lady, seems for the man, pretty eyed, Paris smile. Okay, we're going to do a song that we haven't done for a long, long time live. From an album called Don't Shoot Me, I'm only the piano player. And it features our guitarist David Johnson. And the song is called Have Mercy on the Criminal. so much. I'm missing my wife. It's lonely out in space. On such a timeless flight. Cold as hell, and there's nowhere to raise them if you did. Dumb science, I don't understand. Get the job 5 days a week. It's one of my favorites that we ever wrote. And it's called Someone Saved My Life Tonight. I'm about to fly, free to fly,
this fucking plane.
Goodbye, Norma Jean. Though I never knew you, all you had the grace to hold yourself. Those around you crawled out of the woodwork, and they whispered into your brain. They said you are the truth man, and they made you change your name. And it seems to me you lived your life like a candle in the wind, never knowing who to cling to when the rain set in. And I would like to know you, but I was just a kid. Your candle burned out long before the legend ever did. Loneliness of time, the toughest role you ever played. How to create a superstar, I'm damned with the price you paid. And even when you die, oh, the press still hounded you. All the papers had to say with the Marilyn was found in the view. And it seems to me you lived your life like a candle in the wind, never knowing who to cling to when the rain set in. And I would have liked to know you, but I was just a kid. Your candle burned out long before the legend ever did. Funeral for Friend and Love Lies Beneath from the Goodbye Yellowing Road album. Now this is a song from the Tumbleweed Connection album called Burn Down the Mission.
That was excellent.
All right. Change the mood here. Do a song for the new lovers. What I gotta do, make you love me. All this world, it's sad, so sad. It's a sad, sad situation, and it's getting more and more absurd. It's sad, so sad. Why we talking about? All it seems to me, sorrow seems to be the hardest I've had a lot of bands in my career, starting off in 1969 with the late great Dean Murray on bass guitar and vocals, and Nigel Olsson on drums and vocals. And since then, many other musicians have played with me, and singers too. And they've all been brilliant, and they've all been inspirational. So I'm so lucky to have had that experience. But the band I have on stage tonight, probably my favorite, because, I don't know, every time I come on stage and play with them, I hear something different, and they always surprise me, because they're such great musicians and singers. So I'm going to introduce them one by one, and you're going to give them a big Santa Clara roar. First of all, on percussion and vocals on the right-hand side of the stage, John Mahon. And keyboard wizard, Mr. Kim Ballard. And bass guitar and vocals, Matt Bissonette. One of the most fascinating people I've ever met, and one of the greatest musicians that I've ever played with, who's been in and out of the band since 1973. And we're very grateful that he's done the Farewell Yellow Brick Road tour, because he adds so much to us musically and visually. He has played with everybody there is to play with, on stage and on record, and in 1979 he and I went around the world, just the two of us, and played in countries that we'd never been to before, and we did about 120 shows, and it was one of the most inspiring things I've ever done. So I'm grateful to him for that. On percussion, Ray Cooper! He was playing the drums in 1969, and he was singing in 69, and he's singing 53 years later, and playing 53 years later. On drums and vocals, Nigel Olson. I wanted to add another texture to the band, and so I asked David Johnson if he'd join the band for the Honky Chateau record, because he played acoustic guitar on Madman Across the Border, and he was then more or less a folk musician and hadn't really played the electric guitar. So we went to France to the Honky Chateau, and he picked up an electric guitar in the studio for the first time, and obviously, as you can hear, has never looked back. He is my band leader that gets everyone together in Los Angeles while I'm in England, and he rehearses them, so that when I come over here, I have very little work to do. Thank you for that. It really saves me a lot of time. And he has his own album out right now called Deeper Than My Roots, which you should definitely check out. On guitars and vocals from Edinburgh in Scotland, David Johnston! There's some people. I can't lie. No more of the darkness. Don't let the sun go down on me. Don't let the sun touch my head. So if someone else I see, just love. Free. It feels so good at 75 years of age to have a #1 record throughout the world, so thank you, Levi. And now I have one with Britney Spears on the way, so it's all going on. But this was my first hit, 52 years ago. It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily hide. I don't have much money, boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live. If I was a sculptor, but then again, no, or a man who makes potions in a traveling show. I know it's not much, but it's the best I can do. Well, my gift is my song, and this one's for you. You can tell everybody this is the song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind that I put that in words. How wonderful life is when you're in the world. Sat on the roof, kicked off the moss. Well, a few of us said, oh, they got me quite proud. But the sun been quite kind while I wrote that song. It's for people like you that you've been turned on. So it seems we forget, but these things I do, you see I've forgotten. If the green or the blue, and we think what I really mean. You're the sweetest I've ever seen. You can tell everybody this is your song. And baby, what's the love now that it's done? I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind. Gotta put it down in the world. How wonderful life is while you're in the world. Don't mind, I hope you don't mind, gotta put me down in words. How wonderful life is while you're in the world. That's your song, Santa Clara. Tonight is the 257th show on the Farewell Element Road Tour, and the 20th concert in the San Francisco area. My first concert here was on the 1st of September 1970 at the Troubadour North. My 236th concert in California, and there's a few more to come, but I would like to thank you so much, everyone, for dressing up. What an amazing sight that is. So many great outfits. You've taken so much care, and it makes me feel so happy when I see you. You really are the kindest, and it's just amazing to see what you do. Thank you. I know a lot of you have been to multiple shows. I want to thank you for that. I want to thank you for everything, because I first became successful in America, and so I owe everything to this country. I love this country, and it's been an amazing journey for me. Next year, on July the 8th, I play my final show in Sweden, and then I'm with my boys, and I'm free for the rest of my life to be with my family. And it'll be wonderful. So thank you for the love, the loyalty, the kindness, the graciousness. I wouldn't be sitting here if it wasn't for you. You bought the albums, the CDs, the cassettes, the 8-tracks, God knows what. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I wish you love, health, happiness, and good night.
Goodbye.
When are you gonna come down? When are you going to land? Should have stayed on the farm? Should have listened to my old man? You know you can't hold me forever. Didn't sign up with you. Not a present for your friend too old. Boys too young to be singing the blues.
god. I can't believe it. No, seriously, I can't believe that after being a huge fan of Elton John for such a long time, I finally got to see the Rocket Man live and in person. I'm really blown away. I mean, it's songs I've heard before. I've seen videos of his farewell tour, but I never got to experience it like in person until now. So this was fucking amazing. I'm very happy.